Hello, everyone. Welcome to Podcast with Mark45. It's 2025, and we're still doing this show while spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on episodes. And by we, I mean me, because I'm mainly paying for all of them. Today, we're going to be reviewing Captain America: Brave New World, a very interesting received film, and the first MCU film of 2025. Of course, this followed up Deadpool and Wolverine, which obviously had a wild run during the summer. So I guess Marvel is getting back into the routine of pumping out movies now, because we have 3 movies coming out this year. This was one of them. So in this episode, we're going to be spending, I'm just going to say, at least 15-20 minutes talking about the actual movie, because the rest of this episode, we have a shit ton of merch to show off. And you'll see, there's more coming. You only see like a little bit right now, but there's more. There's more on the way. Also, joining us from halfway across the world, of course, we can't leave our co-host hanging, so there's Brandon. Everyone say hi to him. We were supposed to do this with Marcus, but the guy dipped on us and went to Vancouver Island, so we got to bring back the old co-host for now. And the reason this worked was because, Brandon, you also watched the movie literally a day before us.
Mm-hmm.
I am curious, how are the theaters over there compared to here?
It's kind of the same, similar. It's just like smaller in size. That's about it. The seats are nicer.
Damn. And how much was the ticket?
It was about like $16.
Oh, for us, we were... How much was it? 23?
Yeah.
23-ish. Also, we watched it in AVX. That's...
Not VIP though.
We watched it in 3D.
Yeah, AVX 3D. Yeah. So we had...
Oh, we didn't have 3D.
We had the best option. I think we can dive straight into it, because I think all this merch is going to take up like a good chunk of the episode. So let's not make this a 3-hour episode and just get right to it. So, of course, we have no spoilers, and then we have spoilers.
It was kind of like a refresher compared to other Marvel movies, because there's like more people don't really have superpowers, so it's just mainly like military stuff and like a lot of pew pew.
A lot of pew pew. So this is supposed to follow the theme of the Winter Soldier. So it had that dark political gun to gun action. Did this live up to the same level as the Winter Soldier?
I vaguely remember the Winter Soldier, or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
But you don't remember the Captain America movie?
Wait, which one? Oh, this one.
The
Second one.
Second one.
Second
Captain
one.
America movie.
What was that? Civil War?
No, the Winter Soldier.
Oh,
I just said the name.
You forgot there's a film.
yeah. There's too many.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think they kept the multiverse stuff they put it aside for this movie, just to keep it more grounded. I will say the tone, you can definitely feel it when you watch the movie. It feels very, what's the term? It's like a spy movie almost. Investigation, murder mystery, politics, big one. Yeah. What about you, Brandon?
That's it.
I don't know. Yeah, that's it. People basically said it's kind of a sequel to Incredible Hulk in a way, because it brings like some characters from that movie. Is that considered a spoiler?
It's fine. I mean, Thaddeus Ross was Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, and I think the main antagonist is from there as well.
Little side note, I haven't seen the Incredible Hulk, so I was a little bit at a disadvantage coming into this movie. But I was semi-aware of the story. Also, I have seen little clips of it, so I kind of know how the story goes, but I haven't actually like watched the full movie. So any like Easter eggs or any like specific nods, it might have passed my mind. I might have missed it.
I mean, I haven't seen it either, so I probably missed it too. But
I've seen it a
I've
long
seen
time
it.
ago, but I don't really remember that much, except for the
Wow.
abomination.
Yeah. Um, Obviously, this movie has a major recast. Thaddeus Ross is now played by the good old legendary Harrison Ford. Obviously, the previous actor, William Hurt, passed away, unfortunately. So, what do you think of his performance? Did he live up to William his kind of level?
Honestly, I don't remember Thaddeus Ross too much from the MCU movies.
I think both actors differentiate in like attitude, how they act.
Because I will say it does kind of feel like a new character
Yeah.
with Harrison
Yeah.
playing him, even though it's like
Harrison
it's the
Ford,
same character, yeah.
yeah, he
But
kind
it's
of feels like an angry old man.
exactly. It's not the first time though that the MCU has recasted actors for a character. Obviously, the Hulk being one of them, with Mark Ruffalo, Don Cheadle. Like it's not. It's. I don't think it should. It's nothing new. It's just how well do they mimic the previous actor. But I think with this movie, because we've seen William be the character for so many years, and this is literally Harrison's first time as the character, maybe we'll warm up to it. Like, maybe give us a couple more movies later. Maybe we'll warm up to Harrison being the character. That is if he comes back.
It was all right overall. The setup was, potentially interesting. But then you get to the second half of the movie, and then just kind of disappointing at the end.
Disappointing at the
Without
end.
getting,
Okay. Incredible Hulk is one. Obviously, you should watch Falcon Winter Soldier. So at least you know how Sam became Cap. And then The Eternals is another movie you should at least be aware of. I don't think you should. You don't need to necessarily watch it. But
you just want to recap.
yeah, watch a recap because this movie tackles on a plot hole left behind by Eternals. They answered the plot hole,
What was the plot hole?
which we'll get into in spoilers. So
Okay. But this is a spoiler for an old movie, though.
yeah, I guess. Okay, well, basically, okay, we'll talk about in spoilers. No, I might accidentally slip and give away stuff. So, Brandon, did you think this movie captured that dark investigation, gunfighting, as Santos likes to say, pew pew kind of theme?
I was like, maybe it might, but then at some point it kind of stopped. I was like, okay, because they kind of threw a lot of jokes around, and then it just made it not feel as dark as Winter Soldier. So I think the setup was there, but then they just kind of disappointed. Because the main villain is his voice is too high to take him seriously.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed it. Yeah.
Every time he talks, I was like, okay, I guess he's the villain, but it doesn't sound like it.
Absolutely. So, I guess this leads me to Aston. This movie has received very 50-50 reviews. You have critics who don't like it. You have fans who absolutely love it. What movie does this remind you guys of? Oh, that's right. Godzilla x Kong. It's literally deja vu with this movie. So, your personal opinions. Do you think the movie was that trash? Or was it actually like really good?
It's okay.
I agree.
It just if it was executed better, it would be good.
It's not the worst MCU movie. Like, trust me, there are worse ones than this. You're telling me this movie's worse than Love and Thunder? Let that sink in.
No, this is still better than that.
Exactly. This movie isn't the best. This isn't perfect. This isn't the best MCU movie ever. But it isn't the worst. Like Santos said, I think it's okay. It's like in the in-between mark. So, obviously, I will say you can tell because they reshot the heck out of this movie. I think you could tell which scenes were reshoots. Because, yeah, apparently they like reworked the script like a lot, many, many times. They had I think that they had a lot of characters that were cut out of this film because they didn't want it to be like Deadpool and Wolverine, like it's just cameo filled. So yeah, out of 10, the critics gave it. I think the critics gave it a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, and then the audience score is at 78. So I think it's higher than I think it's higher than the first Avenger, the first Captain America movie. So I think I will give this movie a 7 out of 10. What about you guys?
I agree.
I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5. Okay, you also give it a 7 then. Okay, so do you recommend this movie to anyone who maybe has not been caught up with the Captain America films?
If you want to see a new adaptation on Captain America or a different adaptation.
You would be lost if you didn't watch the previous things, though.
Yeah, you have to do homework for this movie.
So, like, it's not exciting enough as a standalone, and you'd have to watch previous ones. It's doable. You could watch this. Like, if someone brings you along and you've never seen the MCU, then sure, it's all right. Like, you won't be too lost, but it'll still be confusing.
I think, yeah, you just probably blow past a lot of the Easter eggs and a lot of like the details in the story. Anyways, I think that's good for non-spoilers. I think if you want to see a more grounded Marvel movie, this is not at the same level as The Winter Soldier, but this is up there. This is up there. If you watch this back to back with like maybe Civil War or the first Avenger, the tones are very different. You can almost tell. Now then again, the Russo brothers directed The Winter Soldier. I don't know who directed this movie. Did he ever show his face?
I don't know.
Yeah. Someone let me know in the comments who directed this movie. I know it's not the Russo brothers. That's for sure. So I think the director probably tried to follow the style of the Russo brothers. You can kind of tell when you watch the movie. But yeah, there are some things that I think definitely could be improved. Obviously, I will talk about that in the spoiler section, which we will do right now, actually. This is a great transition point. So, I want to open off the spoiler section with Anthony Mackie as the new Captain America. Now, I've actually talked to some people before going into this movie, and they're like, they haven't seen Falcon and Winter Soldier, so they're already confused. Why is there a black Captain America? Like, what happened to Chris Evans? So, clearly, number one, they probably forgot about Endgame. Number two, they haven't seen Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, do you think Anthony Mackie lives up to his adaptation of Captain America versus Chris Evans?
Okay, I'll start with Sam Wilson's version of Captain America. Because I think everybody knows what Steve Rogers' Captain America is. So I won't talk about that. But in the comics, Sam Wilson's character kind of like goes like Steve Rogers mainly focuses on issues in America, but Sam Wilson's character focuses more on like world issues. But that wasn't really explored in this film. It's mainly just like the president's like, oh, do you want to start the Avengers? And like that didn't really go anywhere.
Did he ultimately say he wanted to restart the Avengers at the end?
I don't think so. It was just a conversation that did nothing to the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sam Wilson does not have the serum, so he's already been nerfed. But he gets vibranium wings as his like replacement. So instead of I don't know, being what does Captain America do? He's just strong, right? So he does more hand-to-hand combat. But Sam Wilson does more Falcon things where he's just like flying, using his wings to fight. So it's different. it doesn't feel like the same character. The only link they share is really the shield, and I guess the name as well.
I think that's a good thing then, because you don't want him to be a clone. You want him to stand out in his own way.
So
He also
they
has
feel
a
different.
Red Wing, the drone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the comics. What about the movie then? Did they do it right in the movies?
Other than like, well, the costume kind of looks similar in the comics. I think their both personalities are like a bit different. Yeah. I don't know how different because I didn't read the comics. I just watched like a YouTube video on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the new Falcon then? Joaquin Torres? I think that's his full name.
Oh, this is weird. So in that same YouTube video I watched, the guy said like the new Falcon is actually like, instead of his suit is like technically advanced or whatever, like he's actually like parts of his limbs are like Falcon parts. So he's been like experimenting with the super soldier serum, and like in result like he has like wings and like claws as like feet and like.
So I guess they didn't want to go with that direction.
Yeah.
In this movie.
Just kind of like a inexperienced, Sam Wilson. Like he talks a lot, so it's like he's kind of the comic relief.
So obviously we're in spoiler territory. We can talk about this. His intro scene where he like comes in and takes down the soldiers and then does a Fortnite emote.
I don't remember that.
That was kind of weird. Not gonna lie. That was kind of weird introduction. Obviously, if you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, you'd know, oh yeah, this guy. But if you haven't, and you just went straight into this movie, you'll be like, who is this guy? Right? They don't really. They kind of expect you to have seen the show already. So a lot of characters you see, they kind of just skipped the backstory and just go straight into it.
Was he in a different show?
Joaquin was in Falcon Winter Soldier. He was like, what was he? Like a pilot? Or
Don't remember.
yeah, well, he played a very minor
I don't
role
remember him either.
in the show. Yeah.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
no clue.
But yeah, also in the Atlantic Ocean battle. Oh no, it wasn't. It was
Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean battle, where they were fighting over the Celestial. That was the big plot hole from Eternals. Joaquin gets shot down by how did he get shot down again?
He by himself.
Oh yeah.
He shoots a thing that's too close to him, so
Oh, yeah.
he gets hit.
Okay, yeah.
Japanese missile, I think.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he tumbles, and then that's how you remove him out of the equation. I feel like that was an excuse to remove him out of the equation so you can get a proper 1v1 between Cap and Red Hulk. So,
I think they ran out of budget.
yeah, like they ran out of budget, so we gotta like set him. They gotta save the budget for Red Hulk, so they gotta remove Joaquin for the time being. So yeah, the big plot hole that Eternals left behind, I literally mean big, is that there is a giant fucking Celestial just sticking out of the ocean. They left that for like years. They don't answer like, it's such a big thing. How has the world not reacted to it? And they actually answered that question in this movie, where politics, which makes sense. If this happened in real life, probably our countries would do the same thing, honestly. Be political over it. Colonies, colonies. This part is mine. This bit is mine. So that's where the political element comes in this movie. So mainly there's 4 countries involved with the Celestial. The US, Japan, France. Who is the 4th? Don't remember. Is it the Philippines? I think it was just India. Yeah, that's right. India. The prime ministers of Japan and India are played. I don't know who plays the India prime minister, but I recognize the guy who plays the Japanese prime minister. I first saw him from Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, the MonsterVerse TV show. His English is very fluent. Like, take a look at our current Japanese prime minister right now. He recently did a press conference with Trump, and he didn't understand a bit of English. So I find it kind of odd that he was just speaking with Harrison Ford and just like they're so fluent. He's so fluent in English. They're just having like a normal conversation. No translator standing behind him. But point being, the main conflict was Japan and the U.S. are fighting over, was it the Celestial itself or the materials in the Celestial? The materials in the Celestial, which is, I forgot the name.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It's in Wolverine's claws.
I know that. I just don't remember the name.
It starts with an A.
Adamantium or something like that?
Close.
What is it then? It's not. I know it's not vibranium.
Jessica.
It's stronger than vibranium. I know that. Adamantium? Oh, no. I know it's like atom something.
Aluminum?
Aluminum.
Aluminum foil. What is it then?
Adamantium.
I was close. I was close. Yeah, so they were fighting over that. No, so the plot on that was Harrison Ford. I'm just gonna call him Harrison Ford. I'm not gonna call him Ross. He had a big change of heart after he was elected president. How did he become president? They never explained it. He just went from a military general to suddenly the public likes him and voted him to be president. They had like a little montage in the beginning of like leading up to his election, his presidency. They reused some footage from The Incredible Hulk. Like there was a quick shot of Abomination in the back. There was one scene where Harrison pretended to be like William Hurt with like the mustache and everything, and then yeah. So that it was very quick. It was very brief. Just you know this guy? Guess what? He's now the president of the U.S. And then the plot was what he wanted to sign a treaty. What would that treaty do?
Like share the resource, I think.
Of that Celestial, right?
I think
Something
so.
like that.
Okay, so they do that, and then meanwhile, Sam is deployed to retrieve the first bit of, I can't say the name. What is it?
Adamantium.
Adamantium that was stolen by Giancarlo Despacito's. Did I say Despacito? Oops. Oops.
Okay, we leave that in there.
Giancarlo's character. By the way, I met Giancarlo at Fan Expo last year. Great guy. Here's the photo. Editor put it up. Here's him holding my lightsaber. Yeah. So he was. Who does he play again? He was like the leader of Serpent. Was it?
Yes.
Drug cartel?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Drug cartel.
He's the drug cartel from Breaking Bad.
What? Walter White?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I still gotta finish that show.
Anyways, yeah. So Sam was going to a church, which they were holding all the priests hostage there, and Giancarlo was there with the adamantium, and then big fight happens. Sam gets the thing back. Giancarlo escapes. Yeah, so basically that mission apparently was a setup by the leader. And the leader is the supposed buyer that Giancarlo was trying to meet. Like was it a set? I can't remember that part. He wasn't set up. It was a setup, right?
I think so.
Yes.
So it was to make it look like the idea of that was to make it look like the U.S. government stole it to break the trust between the other countries as well. So in a way that kind of worked. Japan kind of fell out with the U.S. for a brief period. At the same time, the leader had this mind controlling ability that.
Yes. Also, his name is Samuel Stern.
Samuel what?
Stern.
Stern. Yeah. So so his mind control thing is similar to how Bucky gets switched on into Winter Soldier, but rather than a combination of words, it's just a song. A specific song.
Yeah, but they have to somehow flash the thing on their phone, so they get like light flashes first,
Exactly.
and then
Wow, that's a lot.
then
That's
the
a long
activation of the
process.
sun.
It's like 2-step authentication. 2 steps to trigger them. So yeah, so that happens. So yeah, that causes the division. In the beginning, Sam he meets up with the OG Winter Soldier. No, the OG Captain America, Isaiah Bradley, who was also in not Captain America, who was also in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, if you've seen the show. And then how did the story go? So he invited him to the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sam invited Isaiah to the White House, which Harrison Ford was giving a presentation with the other leaders on his treaty, the idea. And then the leader triggers Isaiah
And some other people.
to attempt to was it purposely to assassinate Harrison Ford, or like was it to like cause a scene?
I think just cause a scene.
Okay, and then also to like frame Isaiah for to be the villain, and then so that happens. But before that, Sam had a conversation with Ross, Harrison Ford. Well, and he said that conversation went to nowhere. So what was the conversation about?
Do you want to like make a new Avengers or something and like work for the United States? Yeah.
And then so apparently as soon as the assassination attempt happened, that offer went out the window. He was like, "Nah, fuck you, we're not doing this anymore." And then there was like a brief argument with Sam and the what was her name?
It's Ruth something.
I just see collect them all.
Her fucking mother.
Ruth Bad Suraf.
Just call her Ruth. That's so that's such a long name. I'm gonna be completely honest. She didn't really need to be in the movie. Like, what was the point of her character? At first, they made it look like she was the bad guy. She was like a double agent. But turns out she was actually like a good guy at the end.
Well, she just kind of like Harrison's. Was her position like secretary?
She was
of
secretary
something,
for Harrison
secretary-
Ford. Yeah.
Secretary of State. I don't know, who knows, but like, she's kind of Harrison Ford's,
Like
Like,
agent. Yeah.
soldier
Yeah.
agent. Yeah.
Yeah, so they made us look like she was a double agent at first, like she was feeding intel to the leader about the U.S. government and all that. But it turns out she was a good guy. Like, honestly, if you really think about it, if you take her out of the movie, I am pretty sure the plot would have pretty much stayed the same, minus like some few details. That's about it. Also, she has a thing for Bucky. It was pretty funny. So the sea battle, I will say, was pretty cool. Brian, you want to describe the sea fight a little bit, the Indian Ocean fight?
Well, what happened? Let's see. So they went. Basically, Harrison Ford tried to negotiate with Japan, but then the Japanese guys like, no. So they decided to go send their ships to the big celestial, and then Harrison Ford, having anger issues, was like, we're gonna go too. Also, you can see he's always angry throughout the movie, and then he like pounds his fist on the table and stuff. So that's supposed to be foreshadowing for like Red Hulk. But basically, he's angry president also goes out to sea. He's the only one, I think, on the actual ship, whereas the Japanese prime minister is just chilling at home, chilling at his home office, I assume, because he's not himself is not in like the boat. Anyways, they have a fight over the celestial, and two of the pilots go rogue and try to because of brainwashing from Stearns, and then yeah, Captain America and Falcon try to stop it by speaking really horrible Japanese. Uh, so that didn't work. So they decide to basically disengage the two rogue pilots by like ejecting them, and it worked somehow. Although we have a Falcon got injured, or Joaquin got injured. So that's what happened pretty much.
So what do you think of that whole fight sequence? Because I feel like that was, it was like a Star Wars dogfight almost.
It showed off the wings of, how they can fly around and it's different from normal Captain America, because if it was Chris Evans or Steve Rogers, yeah, you can't do that. It's just gonna drown.
Pretty sure Iron Man would have probably would have participated. Like, assuming Tony Stark was alive at that period, he could probably go in that. War Machine could probably go in that fight. But if you haven't seen Secret Invasion, then you probably know what happened to Rhodey. Anyways, the theater we were sitting in got very tense during that fight sequence. You can see everyone was kind of like sitting up from their seat. They were like locked in the fight. Like it was pretty intense. I don't think it's. Do you think most of it was CGI, or was it actually Anthony Mackie flying around in the green screen on like ropes and stuff?
Nice CGI.
Probably all CGI, right? So big fight. Before that, actually, Harrison Ford had ordered the FBI to bring in Sam and Falcon, Sam and Joaquin. And because they went into the leader's lab, because they were trying to figure out the mystery of, like, what were they trying to figure out? Like, why Isaiah was mind controlled. They were trying to get him out of prison. So they were going to solve the mystery. And then Sam has a military battalion that he trusts. Did they ever say their names? The captain's name? Or the general's name? They never said
Who's
his
the
name.
captain?
Right,
Which
the
one?
bearded guy who was good friends of Sam.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
The guy who died.
He eventually dies. Spoilers. But yeah, so they go to the leader's base. They like go in there for a while. I think that was also the way they captured that scene made it feel very horror movie like. Like a jump scare could happen at any moment. And somehow CERN just lets them go through all the files and figure out the plot before finally revealing himself to them. And then, that's when the movie kind of gets its harsh criticisms. Like, as Brandon said, the way Stern talks is very weird. He's like very high pitched, right?
Too high pitched.
Yeah, so he was from The Incredible Hulk, right? So obviously I haven't seen the movie. What exactly was he before looking like Frankenstein?
Don't even remember.
No, Brandon's seen it, so I'm asking him.
What? I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, he hasn't
Oh,
seen
really? Okay, well, it seems like you know more of the character than I do, so.
I only know he's basically Hulk, but all of his muscle mass went into his brain. He's just super smart.
So what was his
That's
reasoning?
kind of his thing.
So, what was the story? So, Ross was dying, and he went to
Yeah,
Stern
and
to.
then something like this guy, Stearns helped him develop some sort of pills, and then instead of, I don't remember how he got his gamma radiation initially, but basically it makes him smart. And then Ross was like, I like you, so I'm going to keep you in a lab and give you more gamma radiation to make him smarter. And then all he did was like develop his weapons and stuff to help him eventually win the election.
And is that why Stern wanted revenge? Because Ross kept him in prison?
Something like that, I think.
Okay. So yeah, that happened. So during the dog fight, during the sea battle, Stern gets in a phone call with Harrison Ford, with Ross, and it was kind of like it was kind of like a montage sequence, like a foreshadow sequence. You can see Ross is like almost turning into Red Hulk, but he's like trying to hold it in. And then yeah, it was like I don't really get the point of that scene actually. Was that just to build tension?
I think so. Well, he's like he almost, but they managed to like, prevent it.
Okay, see, this is
Because
the
they
biggest issue. This is the biggest issue I have with this movie. The foreshadowing doesn't work because they showed all of the Red Hulk in the trailers. You already know what's coming. The foreshadowing doesn't really work because at some point you're just sitting there waiting like, when's he gonna turn to the Red Hulk? What's gonna happen? It's just a matter of when is it gonna happen. So the foreshadowing kind of didn't work. Like if they screwed up with the trailers, if they kept the trailers grounded, didn't reveal Red Hulk, then yes, you watch those scenes in the movie, then there's real anticipation, real build. Oh, like, oh my God, is he going to turn into Red Hulk? Like, what's going on here? They honestly should have kept Red Hulk locked, a secret, till the movie's released.
Well, the problem is who wants to watch a movie with Captain America or Winter Soldier? It's a Winter Soldier Spider-Man there. You have the Red Hulk is the advertising.
Yeah, I was going to
If
say
they don't
that
put Red
they
Hulk on
kind
the
of got in
poster,
an awkward position there.
Yeah.
They had to choose.
so I think they'll make the movie better if the Red Hulk's not on there, but less people would watch it.
So do you think the Red Hulk was the selling factor, was the reason to get people to watch the movie?
Yeah, so like there's a Hulk, and why is he red? So people watch it. Otherwise, they're kind of they could have put leader in the poster. So I'm thinking like maybe they put leader as the selling point, although he's kind of ugly. But like they could have put him as the main incentive and like keep Red Hulk a secret, but they kept leader a secret. But that wasn't really a reveal because that was just like it was a reveal, but it's not as impactful.
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely do agree. I think no, they should they can advertise Harrison Ford as Ross, just Ross. That's it. They keep the Red Hulk element hidden.
I guess, but then they can't do that cool poster of him doing the Red Hulk punching the shield.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So I guess it was kind of a sacrifice to get people to get their butts in the seats to watch this movie.
Honestly, it would have been better if it was him because that reveal would have been very cool.
Exactly. Right, because you're watching the scene on the ship where Harrison is like trying to control himself, and you're like, oh wow, well we know what's happening. He's trying to stop himself from turning into Red Hulk, right? So there's that. So afterwards, the pilots get saved, or like they get disarmed, and then did the treaty fall through, or did they were able to re-sign it, get it back on track?
I think it was back on track until Red Hulk. Until Ross went full Red Hulk mode.
Yeah. So let's actually
he was
get to
giving an inspirational speech.
Yeah. So I was gonna say let's get to that. So yeah. Afterwards, okay. So before that, Ross had ordered the FBI to capture Sam and Joaquin after they were discovered after they discovered CERN's lab, but then CERN turned all the FBI agents brainwashed, so they had to flee the scene there. And then when they got to the ship, Ross was like, "What the hell are you? Why are these guys here?" And they had like kind of like they talked it out at the end before the fight. So it's safe to say at the end they made up. They're back on good terms. Now, obviously, given the history of what Ross has done, obviously Ross is the reason Civil War happened, right, with the Sokovia Accords, and it just feels like he just forgot all of that. Like, none of that mattered anymore. Like, they disregarded it. Like, superheroes are great now. We want them back. So, after that, there was like a phone call between him and his daughter, played by Liv Tyler, of course. So, she was from The Incredible Hulk. The phone call was like, what? Just because Ross hasn't spoken to her in so long.
And that was like, I guess the slow moment of the movie.
He's trying to like talk to her again, rekindle the relationship. I lost my train of thought. Oh yes, how can I forget the big Bucky cameo? So what was that scene, Brandon? The big Bucky cameo.
He's giving Sam's inspirational speech because New Falcon was in getting surgery.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Sam's watching Joaquin get surgery. He's feeling guilty. And then Bucky comes in. He's like, "What's up?" Our theater had a pretty good reaction to it. The ladies behind us were like, "No way!" It's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, it's brief. Like I said, they kept the cameos to a pretty like minimal level here. They're just there for one scene, but they actually have a reason to be in that scene. So this is cameos done right. Like compared to Multiverse of Madness, they really fucked up the cameos there. Anyways,
There's like one cameo.
Exactly.
I guess two, if you count
yeah,
Gus.
yeah. Bucky was one of two cameos.
There's only two.
Yeah. So the scene is just basically Bucky telling Sam, like, there's a reason Steve chose you. Don't feel guilty. You can be. I already forgot what the conversation was about, but afterwards he's like, all right, I got a movie of my own coming next month, so I gotta get going. I have to get ready for Thunderbolts. So I gotta get going, and then Ruth comes in and she's like, damn, he's quite attractive. And Sam's like, he's 110 years old. He's not gonna work with that. But that was a pretty funny scene. But afterwards, I guess Ross kind of realizes, all right, let's get this treaty done once and for all, and they get it. They got it sorted. So he goes out to the White House garden to give, what was it? Was it an announcement about the treaty, or just an inspirational speech?
I think it was just an inspirational speech. I don't know.
Okay. He does that, and then CERN is like, he's full Thanos mode now. He's like, I'll do this myself. The military guy discovers what the pills were for. He tries to go warn Sam, but CERN gets to him. And how does he kill the military guy? The general?
He conveniently leaves the base to talk to Cap, where Stern is like, finds him there. So if he stayed in the base, not being an idiot, then he would have been fine.
Exactly. But we needed the plot to thicken, so they had to do that. How did he kill the general again?
Sound.
He killed him with sound?
Yeah, he had like a remote, and then you kind of like turned it up.
Oh. That was actually kind of a brutal way to die. Getting your heart crushed.
Don't know if that works though, but I guess movie wise.
He conveniently showed up, and then as Ross was giving his speech, Sam was outside watching it, and then conveniently CERN shows up again. He's like, I'm here to turn myself in. I give up for some reason. And they have a talk, and then he's like, haha, guess what? You're too late. You have no warning. Ross is gonna be an unkillable monster because he made me a monster. Blah blah blah, and then that was the last time he actually like turned himself in. He actually like surrendered to the soldiers. And then I forgot, what did he do to get Ross to transform to Red Hulk? What did he do to trigger him? Did he place him through a speaker?
Yes.
Yeah.
He just said he tried to expose him.
So yeah, and then Ross is like, no, what are you doing? Let me go. And then that's when he really loses it and becomes Red Hulk. And that's when everyone was like, this is what we paid money to see. Finally, this is what we're here for. And he turns into the Red Hulk. And yeah, what you see in the trailers, they showed it all. That was pretty much it. The fight was kind of underwhelming.
The scene is very short for so much trailer time.
It was kind of underwhelming. Like, obviously, I assume the CGI was hella expensive, but they just showed it all in the trailers, so you kind of saw the entire fight, and all this marketing revolved around Red Hulk. So they really hyped him up. for that one scene. That's about it. So what happened in this scene, Santos? What happened?
Hulk did all his rivals' moves. His right click took out half of the White House.
Yep.
His space bar, he like jumped all across the whole field.
Yep.
Yeah, and then his ult. Wait, did he grab anybody?
He grabbed Falcon. Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't smash him though. He just grabbed him by the wing and tore it off. Yeah. Okay. Like, as short as the fight was, it was cool. The action, the choreography was really sick. The Secret Service agents are dumb. Instead of running away, they just decided to approach him with their pistols to shoot him. Which did nothing. Luckily, none of them died. I don't think Red Hulk didn't kill anyone, right? He didn't kill anyone. Yeah, no one actually died, which I guess convenience, but also yay, everyone lives. But that's when Sam gets in, and then we have the proper 1v1 fight. Super fair, by the way. So fair between Red Hulk and Cap. If Sam didn't have any of his gear, the fight would have been over in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Like, he comes in, he fights him first, and then it gets to the point where they fight on top of the White House. The helicopter comes in with a big ass machine gun, which just ended up doing more collateral damage than stopping Red Hulk. And then so the fight is pretty cool. That being said, when they take the fight to the cherry blossom field, that's when you know the director's like, oh shoot, I think we used up all the budget. We gotta end this fight soon. Because he tried to give Red Hulk the this isn't you, you're better than this, that kind of like anime talk, that kind of pep talk to like calm him down. And then that's the fight was, the choreography was cool. Because like you can see, like, he did a backflip to cut the car in half, like that. The moves were really cool, but it only lasted for so long. Now you said he had vibranium, like he had like a vibranium wings. What did they do? How did he use those to fight Red Hulk?
Just to like stab him and also to block his punches. And they're like vibrating a lot because he's too powerful.
I think he used a combination of tucking in his wings and holding up the shield to like absorb all the punches. I think, is that what he? Yeah.
Oh, he like after the vibrating absorbs all the energy, he like just puts it in the ground, and there's like a
Black Panther.
There's like a big explosion or something.
Yeah, so Black Panther, pretty much. He basically got Black Panther's powers, like Black Panther if he could fly. That's basically what he became. He also had Red Wing. Did Red Wing end up dying?
I think so.
Yeah, I think Red Hulk killed Red Wing. Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. So what did you think of that fight then? Now that I am done ranting about it.
It was just trailer material.
Yeah. So the fight ended off with the anime pep talk. This isn't you. You're better than this. Blah blah blah. I think that's basically along the lines of what he said. He's like, you don't want your daughter to see this or something like that. And then just like that, he was able to turn back into Ross.
Also, he was shirtless.
Was it the same
for some reason.
character, or like it was like Green Hulk, different personalities?
Wait, what do you mean?
So when Ross turned to Red Hulk, was he a new person? Like, you know how like Hulk has two
Oh
personalities?
yeah, I think so.
So it was different, or was he the same guy?
I think he is the same person, but he just loses his intelligence. Like he just rampages everywhere.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, he turns back into a shirtless, skinny Harrison Ford, and then they take him to the hospital, and then Sam was like, "Please tell me I knocked him out after the big explosion," and that didn't really work. The pep talk worked though. That's probably because the director is like, we're out of money. We can't continue this, so we got to end the fight here. So that happened, and then they end up taking Ross to the same prison that he once imprisoned a bunch of team caps, like the Avengers, from the end of Civil War. And then, yeah, that's when. Okay, so what happened? So he got impeached, obviously, because of what happened. So he lost his presidential title. But he was like completely okay. He's like, yeah, this was my fault. Like, I'll stay in prison. And then we get our second cameo from his daughter, Liv Tyler. She was, of course, in Incredible Hulk. She appeared in this scene for like, I want to say like 5 seconds, maybe even less, right? It was so less. But again, it's weird because it's a different actor. Like if she was interacting with William Hurt, that made sense, right, from previous movies. But it was it was kind of weird seeing her interact with Harrison Ford. You know what I mean? Like I feel like she's talking to someone else. Yeah. So there's that, and then what happened at the end? Did he just visit Joaquin at the hospital, and that was it? Like Sam visited?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. And then the end credits.
It was very boring.
Yep. The end credit scene was not worth the wait. Was not worth the wait. What happened in the end credit
talking
scene?
about basically talks to Leader, who's also imprisoned there, and then he's like talking about multiverse.
So they have to bring
And
back the
kind of like-
multiverse.
Yeah, it's foreshadowing like either like Secret Wars, I think, probably. Yeah, they like ran out of things. They're like, what do we foreshadow? They're like, okay, I guess Secret Wars it is. Or Doomsday or whatever. I think it's multiverse stuff.
probably is going to lead up to Doomsday first.
Yeah,
thing
but like
is-
it's kind of foreshadowing that.
The thing is, Marvel has so many like post credit scenes that goes nowhere. Like, where's this one gonna go?
They have to foreshadow. That's pretty much what every end credit scene is. It's like mostly just foreshadowing or like something funny or like a reveal. Like end of one of the Doctor Strange multiverse that movie, Multiverse Madness. Their mid-credit scene was the guy punching himself.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That
So
did
that's
happen.
like the comedy portion, and then at the end credit scene, they had the lady pop out of the portal, and then they went to the dark dimension or something,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like foreshadowing. But like the thing about that one is that we actually see the character versus here we just have the guy talking, just Stearns in prison talking about it, which is, I want to see something, but like
Exactly.
it's, I don't know, maybe it's too early, but it's just like we're unreal likely to see Stearns again, or maybe we will see him, who knows. But
Do you think we'll see
like,
Red Hulk again?
maybe, I don't know what happened to the normal Hulk, Mark Ruffalo Hulk.
Yeah,
Did
they should.
something happen to
Honestly,
him
he should have been the third cameo. It would have been appropriate to have him cameo here.
Yeah, but I did not watch She-Hulk, so maybe something happened to him in there, but I don't know.
Okay, well, I was going to say something about him, but you haven't seen She-Hulk, so I'm not going to spoil it.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna
Can I
watch
just say it then?
Hmm?
Can I just say it then?
Yeah, sure. Say it.
Okay, at the end of She-Hulk, Hulk has a son. So
What?
maybe he's busy being a dad. That's my theory.
Okay, but who did he have a kid with? She-Hulk?
No, She-Hulk's his cousin. She-Hulk's his
Oh, really?
cousin. That's weird.
I didn't know that. Is that in the show? Okay.
Yeah, it was the post-credit scene at the end of the show. He's like, "This is my
Then
son."
do we know who the kid was from, or
I don't
we're
know,
just
dude.
Some alien planet.
say.
So he's half human, half
Alien?
alien.
Oh wait, he had a kid with an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see why that show was
Okay,
kind of
good
bad?
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
That's it.
So it would be nice to see his reaction to Ross being Red Hulk. Like the man who hunted him in the first movie now is a Hulk himself. He'll be like, oh, ain't that ironic? Yeah. So yeah, overall, the movie had a lot of. It's a very hit or miss movie, and I feel like there were a lot of misses for this movie. There were a lot of things that they could have done better on, I think. But overall, it's not the worst movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will say the reshoots did look obvious. Like I think the scene where Giancarlo fights Anthony Mackie, like the shootout scene on the streets, and then Anthony kind of Sam Wilson gets stabbed with a knife, and he just rubs it off like it's nothing. He just brushes it off, like, oh well, it's just a minor scratch, and just continues to. Honestly, they're really trying to push the narrative of Sam isn't taking the serum. But at this point, just take the serum. Like the movie is proving time and time again why he should take the serum. Like, especially against Red Hulk. Honestly, he might have a better chance if he had the serum against Red Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, he won in the end, anyways. 'Cause plot
Yeah, with
armor.
an anime,
So,
this isn't who you are type of talk.
like, how do you beat Hulk normally?
Normally, you
how
just gotta knock him
could,
out.
Could Captain America, like, Steve Rogers beat Hulk?
Ooh. Normal Hulk or Red Hulk?
Let's say Red Hulk.
I think he would be able to. Because in the comics, Red Hulk has fire powers, right? Did they do that here?
Not really.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. He kind of got
Oh.
nerfed already. So I feel like Steve Rogers would probably have a chance here to beat him.
I'm just like, I'm thinking Hulk is still stronger.
Obvious, brute strength, obviously, Red Hulk is stronger. But Cap has the serum, and he has a vibranium shield. I think he'll be able to absorb a lot of the hits.
Yeah, but like the serum doesn't make you that strong.
Yeah.
I don't think.
It just makes you say, I can do this all day.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. So yeah. So yeah, a lot of hit or misses. Obviously the Red Hulk versus Cap fight was obviously the highlight of the movie, even though 80% of it was shown in the trailers. I just wished I wish they approached this movie's marketing a little better. I think that could be a reason to why some people didn't like it. Like the marketing of Red Hulk was poorly handled, in my opinion. Yes, they needed to hype him up so people will watch this movie, and also doing so, you sacrifice the predictability of this movie. Well, that already is a good that's a good talk for the movie. So let's dive into the merch. Right, merch time. Let's dive into it. Obviously, this whole time, in case you've been paying attention, we have Funko Pops on the table. We have all of the Funko Pops created for this movie, exclusives, and the commons. So, before we show off any of the pops from this movie, I do have a special pop I want to show off first. Santos, please bring it up. That is a signed Anthony Mackie pop from Falcon and Winter Soldier with Anthony Mackie's signature on it. Show Brandon. What do you think, Brandon?
Wait,
There's the GSA thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think of the signature?
yes. How do you get assigned?
This isn't my pop. Let's just say that.
Oh, you're borrowing?
Yes,
Okay.
I borrowed it for this video.
I see. How did they get it signed?
I think he met him at not Fan So it was a live auction signing thing
Oh wait, what? The auction his signature?
from Swell. I think that's the website. It's like SWAU.
Oh, is it already signed?
Yeah. And then you just auction for it.
Okay, so you never met him. You just
Yeah.
bought a signed pop.
Nope, didn't meet him. Although it's cool to know that he touched that Funko Pop and signed it. So that was just a bonus. I just wanted to show it off for this video. So now let's actually look at the Brave New World stuff. I guess we'll start from that end and go up to here. So what's our first one? That's a
Marvel Collector Corps exclusive Captain America.
from the Collector Corps box. So that's him in his like full suits, Brandon.
Yes.
There's like glare.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know. Can Brandon see it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. It's at the top.
It's just Captain America with his helmet on.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
I don't know. 6.
Sure. I'll agree with Sanchez because I can't really see
Okay.
that
Well, the
clearly.
next pop is also from the Collector Corps box. That's Red Hulk using his right-click ability. You see? Can you see it, Brandon? Or is it too glary?
Yes, I can see it.
See what he's doing? He's clapping. His right-click ability.
There's like it looks like the things between his hands is like some goop.
What?
Do you see it? It's like a yellowish.
Can you actually?
I agree.
Oh, there we go. So out of 10.
6.
Damn. Okay.
I agree.
Brandon again. Brandon's just agreeing. Yeah. All right. Next one. Roof. The Israelite. I can't say. Israeli. Oh my god. Black Widow discount. The other Black Widow.
I agree.
Well, she just in some generic pose, so I'll say a 4.
Mm-hmm. So 4 out of 10. Yeah. And then this one's my favorite. He looks nothing like his movie appearance. We have Stern himself, the leader.
Where's his bumps in his brain?
I think what happened was Funko got the concept art and not the actual designs. So they just based the pops off the concept art.
To be fair, he looks nicer here
Yeah.
because he doesn't look like he's a.
He doesn't have a
You know,
mustache. You see, he's got a mustache
Yeah.
on the pop. So, yeah. I think Funko actually did it better than his actual appearance in the movie. What do you think, Santos?
He has big forehead. That means comic accurate. So 10 out of 10.
There we go. Unfortunately, the movie didn't do that. All right. Then we have Joaquin, the common Joaquin. Falcon.
It kind of looks like Master Chief
Yeah, I see it.
with the yellow visor and like the green suit.
I can kind of see it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What'd you give this?
5.
5. Probably one of the easiest pops to find. And then next one, the common Sam. Super easy pop to find.
No shield.
Oh, he has
there's
a shield. Yeah,
Okay,
the glare.
cool.
This is what happens when it's in the protector. What'd you give this one?
6. This shiny paint.
Very nice. All right, so now on to our next set of exclusives. This is the Target exclusive Sam. So these ones are retro pops. You can see the paint is a little different. Yeah. The color is a little different. There we go. What do you think? I don't know if you can see the retro paint pretty well.
It's just like black smears on the shield and the wings. 5.
Okay.
Or the same as what I gave for Captain America.
For the common.
Yeah, the
cap.
common one.
Then we have our retro Falcon.
Okay, his pose is like weird.
Also Target exclusive.
It's just he's just standing there.
The visor doesn't cover the whole face.
Nope.
Does the other one do that?
No, the common one also doesn't do that.
Hmm. The visor looks like it's not centered.
Yeah. All right. our last two, or actually 4 more, but yeah. We have our Funko Shop exclusive Harrison Ford pointing his finger. There we go.
He's just, pointing out the imposter.
Exactly. This is the only way you can get him, though. They didn't make a common Thaddeus Ross. It's just Funko exclusive.
I don't know. 4.
4. All right. Last but definitely not least, the Funko Shop exclusive Flying Sam, which his head came off, as you guys saw the other day. I had to fix that with the glue. But
You took it out of the box.
yeah.
Because of that, I'll give it a 4.
Maybe I shouldn't say anything. All right, so next up we have our 6-inch pops here, aka Red Hulk. So this one's the common, this one's the retro one. So just show the common one first.
He's trying to give you a hug.
So what'd you give it?
I think if you get a hug from him, you are.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The 5. And then the retro one, I'll give it a 5 too, because there's not too much difference.
Is the difference obvious?
Kind of.
There's a black. The other one's more black.
Yes.
It has like some highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one's Target exclusive again. All the retro ones are Target exclusive, and then this one you just go to your everyday toy store and you should be able to find it. So yeah, those are the Funko Pops. As you can see, Funko kept it to a minimum this time. Unlike Wakanda Forever, where they made a pop for every single character. So they kept it pretty straightforward for this one. I like the retro pops, I will say. It is a duplicate technically, but at least there's a pretty obvious difference you can tell. That is the Funko Pops. Stuffies next.
Sure.
Now on to the theater merch. So these are all from Cineplex. I don't know why I bought these. These were $17 each. So what do you think?
Look very cheapo. Give this one a 3. There's like nothing on the back. For the Hulk, he also has a shield. But it's just like a tag. Also a 3. This shield though, it has like the logo. I don't know, a 5.
The shield's pretty straightforward. What do you think, Brandon? What do you think of the shield?
Can you throw it?
Did you show him the other two?
Yeah. I don't think you had a comment on that.
Okay. Those are the stuffies. These are ridiculous. I think this is more like a pillow. This is not a stuffy.
Yeah.
This acts better as a pillow. So yeah, if you're feeling very patriotic, you can have the Captain America shield on your couch. All right. So all are available at Cineplex for the cheap price of $17.99
Each.
each. All right. So I guess we'll do the fists later. Let's keep the theater merch going. That sounds mad. Big bag of theater merch. So here's our first one. That is the popcorn bucket from Landmark Cinemas. It's very similar to the Deadpool and Wolverine one, if you remember that one.
You can go trick-or-treating with it.
I agree.
What would you give this out of 10?
3.
3. Very cheapo design. So yeah, Landmark buckets. Look at this. Available at Landmark Cinemas near you.
Are you trying to be their spokesperson?
Show the cup first.
Where is that? Oh, that one.
No. Yes, this one.
Oh, okay.
Let's just get all the Landmark stuff out of the way. So this is also from Landmark Cinemas, a cheapo cup, similar to Deadpool and Wolverine once again. No lid, of course. No lid.
It looks all right. I just can't tell about the quality. So I can't.
Very
feel it.
cheapo.
Yeah. It feels cheap. I know you can't feel it, but it feels really cheap. So yeah, Landmark. I feel like Landmark sometimes has the sickest popcorn buckets, and then sometimes they got cheap stuff like this. Like they alternate with Cineplex. Cineplex, and it is like the same thing from time to time. It might be an agreement that they have or something. We get the shit merch, you get the good merch, and the next movie will switch.
So they hope they land on the good movie that does well.
You have two of the same thing.
That's because I have two toppers. Cineplex has a new rule now. Cineplex has a new rule now. You can't buy just the toppers. You need to get the cups with it. It comes in a full package deal. So because there are two toppers, I had to buy two cups.
And two straws.
Yep. So I guess
What happens when there are like?
open one of them.
Yeah.
Open yours.
But what happens if there are 5 toppers? You have to buy 5 cups.
Yep. And the funny thing is, it's one cup per customer. So I had to send someone else into the theater to buy me the other one.
Okay. So what happens when they release 5 toppers for Thunderbolts? Or
Then
like
we
6?
might have an issue. We might have an issue.
It says the logo there.
Yeah, so that's the cup. They actually upgraded the quality. It actually looks pretty.
Yeah, it's like rubber on the outside. The inside just red.
Like, I actually, compare that to the Landmark one. This one's quite a step up in quality.
Is it textured?
Yeah, it is, but not like the silver parts, like the star and the stripes.
Oh. Okay.
All right, and then obviously this cup comes with 2 different toppers. We have.
So that's 7 out of 10. The cup.
Here's the other cup, by the way. Might do a giveaway on this cup if you're interested.
If we get to 10
This face
views,
looks so weird. Okay, this is the Red Hulk
Yeah, that's the
topper.
Red Hulk topper.
Very nice. Why does he look like he's grabbing something?
I don't know.
Well, what is he grabbing? Or it looks like
Looks like he's grabbing something.
There you go. So it looks like on the cup. It's not too
It looks
bad.
like
Feels pretty big.
it looks like he's doing the monkey grabs the whatever the thing.
All right, so that's the Captain America one. I think we gotta build that one. The wings are detached. So yeah, Captain America wings come detached. So Santos is just putting them together right now.
Okay.
The Captain America topper.
There's it's just all blue at the back. They're lazy on the paint job.
I
It's obviously a lot lighter than Red Hulk.
Yeah. Also, it might get in the way of like your straw, or you just have to rotate the
You
thing.
just gotta be strategic with it.
Oh, I just put it in now. I don't really want to take it out because I might
Just leave it.
break
in
it. Yeah.
Put Red Hulk in this cup then. Just leave it like that then.
Yeah.
Here. Just so you purists want to see the full set, I'll put it on this cup too. There we go. So, assuming you have many friends, you're gonna have to send in another person to get the other cup for you. And there you go. This is the full set of both
Let's
cups.
do the tins now.
Yep.
The tin popcorn buckets. So this is it's like bumpy. It's a bumpy surface.
That's the Red Hulk.
Yeah, the Red Hulk one.
Yeah.
Of course, nothing.
See how much marketing they've done for Red Hulk? Well, he's only in the movie for like 5 minutes.
The logo. I don't know. Good quality. Solid 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
This one is just.
That's the Captain America one.
It's just
is
half
that
a
Captain
wing.
America?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just half the wing.
Right. Is that Captain America? Okay.
A solid
That was-
6 out of 10.
Did you give
I don't- this random-
the rating?
Okay, I'll just give both of them like 6.
Wait. Go back to the bucket.
Yeah.
Does it kind of look like, if from a certain angle it looks like Walter White, or is that just me?
I think that's just you because of the.
Okay, maybe it's the camera. No, cut that out.
I think me personally, I like the Red Hulk one better. Could be biased, but It looks cooler. Oh, that's right. The helmet is Landmark. Oh, I forgot. I was dogging on them for having shit merch. I forgot they have the helmet. No, do the shield first. Let's do Cineplex first. Let's finish it first. So this one's from Cineplex. This one's pretty cool. I looked at it on display. It actually looked pretty cool.
Should I remove the?
Yeah.
Alright.
Any employee from Landmark watching, I would like to formally apologize. You do have a pretty cool popcorn bucket. I just forgot about it. Oops.
Okay, so this is the other popcorn bucket.
This is from Cineplex.
So from Cineplex, you can
How does it open?
you can move it.
Open up the wings.
Open up
It
the
works
wings.
as a display piece, actually. You can put this on a shelf and it'll look pretty nice.
It looks like a display piece. I don't even know where it opens for popcorn.
Oh, there's no lid.
Oh, there's just an open cavity.
Oh, what?
Pour the bucket.
Wait, so it's not-
there.
Okay.
It looks like a
I thought it
trophy.
was-
Yeah. What'd you give it then?
Solid 7.
Alright. Yeah, this one's not too bad. Now, the next one is from Landmark. This one is a light up bucket. So at the bottom, I think there's a switch. You gotta turn it on and then you can see it in action.
It looks like a gas mask.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's going into a toxic environment.
Yep. Now, the cool part of this, as Santos is about to show you, it's an electronic popcorn bucket.
Where's the light?
I think you turn it on.
Oh, I did turn it on. Okay, so there's lights on the inside.
I'm gonna turn on the lights.
Can you open his head?
Something
So,
like.
it looks. Why does it look like if you put your hand in there, it'll get vaporized?
Can you see
Yeah.
Can you see the light, Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's what it looks like on the inside for the camera.
I'll see. And if you, it looks like if you put popcorn in there, it'll cook the popcorn.
Yeah, actually, that's true. That was
Okay.
pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. For the measly price of $40, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, who did it better then, Cineplex or Landmark?
Cineplex.
I think we have a pretty obvious winner here. So yeah, this cool looking bucket. You can get this from Landmark for $40. Obviously, if you're cheapo, then you can buy the trick or treat bucket and the cheap cup, or you can get this nice looking helmet. Not too shabby. So that's all the theater merch. Let's clear the table first. All right, this. I don't know why I bought this. This one. The Red Hulk
the-
fists.
Can you wear it though? Oh, you
Yeah.
can.
Do you need scissors? Or
There's
can
a
you
kid on the back.
This is my Hasbro. How do you open this? Do we need scissors to open this? Oh yeah, we do. Let me get a knife. We may or may not have bought this just to recreate the movie poster. This will be the thumbnail for this episode. Oh yeah, this is actually.
There are twist ties at the bottom.
Do we need scissors, or can you tear it?
Just untie it.
Clearly, Santos is more experienced with unboxing toys than I am.
So I can wear the right one.
There's a reason Santos wore a red shirt today. All right.
I can't even see what is going on.
Why did I buy this? What the?
Can, well,
So they're foam, obviously. I'll show you, Brandon. They're foam, so obviously when you know, doesn't actually hurt that much. There's still some pain. There's still some feeling, but someone's gonna meme this. I'm just punching myself.
Santos, can you use the fist and punch Ryan?
Okay, Santos, show him. So there's a reason you're wearing a red shirt this episode. There we go.
Push him as hard as you can.
So what do you think, Brandon? What do you think? Is this worth $30? This was $30.
$15 a hand.
Yep.
It's just
foam.
foam.
Yeah, it's foam hands.
Santos, can you go one day while wearing that just the whole day?
The whole day.
His hands are
Yeah.
going to be disabled pretty much.
No, yeah. You try eating, drinking, and doing everything as Red Hulk.
With this. What the heck?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he's making this. Out of 10, would you give the fists?
A solid 8.
Wow! You rated that higher than the cups! That's crazy! Alright, well, these will come back soon when we do the thumbnail for this episode. We're recreating the poster, so we'll just leave this here. While Santos, go ahead and unbox the last thing of this episode. The most expensive piece of merch I have ever bought for a podcast episode. A $200 shield from Hasbro Legends, from the Legends series. This thing is so fucking expensive. I don't even know why I invested money into this. But here we go. You can literally cosplay
that just-
as Cap here.
That is taking up half the screen. I cannot see Ryan anymore.
Dig in, Santos. Dig in. Yeah, let me move the fists.
Wait, how big is the shield?
1-to-1 scale.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah. Wait, I need to try this on.
I think it's like 24 inches in diameter.
Okay. Can it actually protect?
Okay, it's not actually made out of vibranium.
Okay. We should test it.
I'm pretty sure if you throw this like a frisbee, it will break stuff.
It won't come back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't
There's a-
defy
there's
the
a-
laws of physics.
Exactly.
You could put like propellers on there or something. Make it actually bounce back.
The last time I had something like this was the Dark Saber. So, it's been a hot minute since I got something of this magnitude.
Yeah. In the thumbnail, you should do Dark Saber versus Captain
No, the
America
thumbnail is going to
shield.
be Santos with the Red Hulk fist punching me as I block it with the shield.
You could do a crossover. Just bring the Dark Saber in too.
Why did I buy this? Okay, on Toys R Us, if you buy it from Toys R Us, it's 200 Canadian. 212 actually. If you buy this from GameStop, it is only $170. So you tell me, what is the better price? Where is the better place to get it? God damn, look at this thing. Well, yep, I got this. Damn! Look at this. Let's not think about the money and just enjoy how awesome it looks. Oh yeah!
That's like the other side.
How heavy is it?
How heavy is it?
It has weight to it, but it's not heavy.
That is so badass.
And I'm holding it upside down.
There you go. That's. Is it like?
No, it's the other way.
It's real leather on the belt. That's crazy.
No, it's this way.
That's real leather. Oh my god. Yes, if you insist. Oh, let's not hit the mic. Okay, it's plastic. The shield itself. It's made out of
Yeah.
plastic. I thought it was going to
It's
be
not
metal, but I guess not. They cheaped it a little bit here.
$200 and they cheap out on you still.
Exactly. But the handle is made out of real leather, which is it feels high quality when you hold this thing.
Okay, so I guess it's not bulletproof, unfortunately.
No, it's not. And I'm pretty sure if someone held me to a gunpoint and I pulled this out, the bullet will go through the shield and still hit me.
That's why you throw the shield.
This ain't defying the laws of physics. This is so heavy.
Time to cosplay as Captain America.
I mean, Fan Expo's
Yeah.
this Fridays, this weekend, so maybe I should show up. I should pull up wearing this.
Do it.
No, I'm meeting Hayden Christensen. He's not gonna be cosplaying Cap with me.
How about? Wait, are you cosplaying what?
I'm
Anakin?
I'm gonna be Anakin.
Okay, Santos, you be Captain America.
It works as a cosplay piece. I don't know how well as a. Actually, it might work. It might work better as a collectible rather than the cosplay.
It looks cool. 7,
Therefore,
but it would be like an 8 or a 9 if it was metal.
what about you, Santos?
I agree with Brandon. It's a 7.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe I'll bring it back. Oh, this works as a hat.
Rice farmer.
Whoa. Chill.
There we go. So that is all the merch we got. I think pricing wise, definitely the most expensive episode we've done in terms of merch. But quantity wise, I think we had more merch for Deadpool and Wolverine, if I remember correctly. There was more stuff to look at for Deadpool and Wolverine. It's just this one, a little bit more expensive. That's about it. This took up like a quarter of the budget for this episode. So yeah, I'm looking at all the merch down here, and I just realized I spent a lot of money to get these videos done. So if you want to continue to see videos like this, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more, because I need all the support possible. I need to make back this money, because goodness, we're making jack shit on this podcast after the show. Are any of the theater merch over there better than what we have here?
I had one photo of merch.
Editor,
But
can
did
you
they
please
let
put it
me
up
look?
on the screen? That's the merch over there.
That's all I saw.
Yeah.
But I went to one theater.
I
only.
assume you didn't see the shield for sale.
No. Let me pull it up. One sec.
I assume they didn't have the shield for sale.
No, let's see. They had a couple cups. One thing that looks like a shield, but it's like $18. It might be the popcorn bucket. Don't know if you could like zoom in, editor, zoom in the thing I'm talking about. There are also like cups with a topper, but the topper is different. So Red Hulk topper and a Captain America topper. But they're like chibi, like they're cute. They're not realistic.
It's like they're like chibi, right?
Yes.
Is the popcorn bucket like this one with like the retractable wings?
It might be. I can't tell because the image I took is not that
Because
clear.
if it's the one where it's the shield and then it has a retractable bucket on it, I might ask you to help me purchase it.
I can't. You look at the photo because I don't know. There's a.
I'll take a look.
So
I'll
the
take
med
a
looks.
look. But if it's literally this one, then obviously there's no need.
I don't know. It looks like there's a hand. So that one, there's a hand.
There's a hand?
Yeah, it looks like there's a hand.
Is it a Red Hulk hand or?
Might be a Red Hulk hand.
Interesting.
Yeah, you gotta look at the image later.
Yeah, I'll look at the image later. But
What's the theater called?
Golden Village.
that's definitely not AMC then. because the bucket with the retractable popcorn bucket on the Shield, that's from AMC, the same theater that made
We
the
don't-
iconic Wolverine bucket.
We don't have AMC.
Yeah,
here.
we don't
That's
have it here in
America.
Canada. So,
I know.
Just look up Golden Village Captain America merch online.
yeah, I'll see. Yeah, I'll take a look after we. Let's just wrap up this episode for now. Then I hope you guys enjoyed all the merch. This was so fucking expensive, so subscribe to continue to support. Also, side note, I basically bought a PS5 today, so yeah, I've been spending a lot of money today. So, yeah. The next movie will be the Minecraft movie, I think. The next time we're gonna do a movie review will be the I don't even know what to think of that movie. The Minecraft movie. Yeah. I'm actually really curious on what the theater merch will be. Will it just be a fat Jack Black cup topper or something?
I thought you found a Jack Black already.
No,
You saw
those were the Hasbro figures. That's starting to hit Target now in the US. Yeah. So yeah, the next movie review will be that movie. I don't think there's any other movies coming before that. No, it's the Minecraft movie. And then after we'll do Thunderbolts and then Fantastic Four. So yeah. Lots of Marvel movies. But this movie, I think it's a solid start. It's not a strong start, but it's a solid start to 2025 of movies. So yeah, hopefully we'll get more bangers this year. So thank you for taking your time to join us, Brandon, from all the way across the world. What time is it for you right now? Is it like 6 p.m.?
What?
What time is it over
It was
there?
like
It's
the
like
morning.
noon.
Oh, it's noon.
It's noon.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. It's nice and bright for you. It's almost 9 o'clock for us. It's getting late, so I think we are going to call it here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and you're feeling patriotic. Be sure to. I'll put the link in the description to buy the shield from the GameStop link. So I'm trying. If you guys want the shield, I might as well give you the cheapest option. There you go. You can purchase the shield for yourself. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace.